tasted.
We're here at the Point Art Cafe for our new show, A Taste of Southeast, where we check out the best of food here in Ketchikan. So come on in as we check out the Indian flavors that Chef Lisa has here for us today. So we're here in the kitchen with Chef Lisa, and tell us a little bit about what we've got going on here. It looks delicious.
So this is rice, it's basmati rice, and it's a fragrant Indian rice. And I infused it today with something called jeera seeds. And jeera is the Hindi word for cumin. And this is dal. Dal is the Hindi word for yellow split peas. It's also cooked with a lot of fragrant spices, but it does not mean it's spicy.
Just means it's flavorful, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is gobi aloo with paneer. And gobi is the Hindi word for cauliflower. And aloo is the Hindi word for potatoes. And paneer is the Indian word for Indian cheese. And when you put it together, you get gobi aloo. And everything is garnished with cilantro.
Yeah. You can't really go wrong. Just like throw a little bit of cilantro here, a little bit there. So talk to us a little bit about kind of what goes into to cooking a meal like this.
Well, the most important thing is you should love cooking, and you should cook with love. And you should try and keep your dishes true to yourself and as authentic as possible. That is just my way.
Yeah, and using those fresh ingredients.
Spices, yeah. This is Kashmiri red chili powder. And chili powder from Kashmiri, it's not really spicy. It actually gives the food beautiful color.
Yeah.
This is garam masala. We use it on almost everything Indian food. And it's just a blend of all the spices put together.
Do you have to order a lot of the spices you use?
A lot of the spices that I use, we buy the whole spices, and I actually grind them myself. I use one of these, coffee grinder. This is whole coriander seeds, and I actually made powder. Want to smell?
Yes. Ooh, yeah. It's almost like lemony too.
Yeah, it's really intense.
So where did you learn to cook?
Your best teachers are your parents.
Yeah.
So over here we have cardamom, and cardamom is very floral, and we use this. It's a very big ingredient to make homemade chai tea. Yeah, but we use it for cooking also. And this, yeah, I'll show you what I did. If I can find it.
What is that?
That is cardamom after you grind it with the peel.
Oh. Yeah, that is like, I can feel like I can breathe through my nose now.
Yes. Everybody is familiar with turmeric. Turmeric is considered as the gold of spices. I put turmeric in everything.
Okay, if it tastes good, why not?
Well, it's good for your health too.
So you mentioned the dal earlier. What exactly, what is in this?
So dal is a yellow split peas, and it's actually cooked with tomatoes and Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric. It's cooked with coriander and garam masala.
Yummy.
We use a lot of ingredients to make dal. We use ginger and garlic and onions and fresh cilantro as well.
And once you have all those kind of cooked up, how long does it usually have to like simmer to get those flavors all
It actually
merged?
depends on how much you're making. So today I made one package, and I cooked everything pretty much all at the same time. So it took me like 2 hours, but the prepping is what takes a lot of time. Cutting up all the ingredients from start and actually blending all my spices too.
Yeah.
That is what takes time. It's the prepping.
Yeah, for sure. And help me see
So
this one again.
this dish is gobi aloo
Gobi
with
aloo.
paneer. And gobi is cauliflower, and aloo is potatoes, and paneer is an Indian cheese. And it is also cooked with a tomato-based sauce, fresh of course, and all the spices I just introduced here.
Delicious.
And garnished with cilantro.
Yeah, I see lots of cilantro in that.
Yeah, cilantro definitely gives it a fresh, crisp, clean taste.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm ready to dig in.
It's very rustic dish.
Yeah.
It's very, very rustic.
I'm all about the cauliflower.
Yeah, love cauliflower. Okay. So.
That is good. You can really taste like the garam masala for sure. Like maybe because that's what I'm most familiar with. But gosh, I love cilantro.
I do too.
So where did you learn how to make this?
From my family, my parents, because it's a dish we do. It's very traditional and it's a staple in every Indian home. So we make dal rice and gobi aloo at least twice a week.
Oh wow, yeah. It's like mac and cheese for me. It's like my family and mac and cheese.
It's a very traditional dish. Every home makes dal rice and gobi aloo.
Yeah. What? So what? So paneer is Indian cheese. Where does it come from?
So milk.
From a cow
Yeah.
milk. Okay.
Yeah,
You never
whole
know.
milk.
Yeah.
So you use whole milk and you boil the milk, and then you add like lemon juice to make it curd, and then you strain out the whey, and you kind of shape it up, and you get paneer cheese.
Yeah. And is there? I'm trying to think. Is there any meat in any of this?
It's all vegetarian.
Which is awesome. So
Yeah.
vegetarian, I know options are can be hard to come by.
Yeah, it's all vegetarian, excepting for the gobi aloo. This has paneer cheese, so it is not what you call
Vegan.
it, vegan.
Yeah. So, but that would be
Yeah.
a vegan dish. Which
Yes,
I know is,
absolutely.
Really hard to come by those dishes that don't have meat or don't have cheese or butter. I mean, I put butter in everything, so
Yeah.
vegans in my house it can be a struggle. I try to cook vegan food
I use
occasionally, but
EVOO with everything. Love olive oil.
yeah. No, this
And
is,
also ghee. I make my own ghee.
what is that?
And the owner of the restaurant, Sherry Piles, she actually does it for me, actually.
Really?
Yeah, ghee is an Indian butter. Sherry, the owner of the restaurant, she actually made the ghee for me.
Oh, really? So what is wow. That smells like it's very strong. Like it's buttery, but it's like,
Yeah, well, she made the ghee, so she gets credit for that.
yeah. I don't know if you can kind of see the color in there. It's like a really strong butter, basically.
We actually use ghee for making parathas a lot. Yeah.
So
And when I did my the kebabs, the chicken and the lamb kebabs, I use ghee to marinate the meat because it keeps the meat moist. So it's good for a lot of things.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between ghee and butter?
Well, it's just an Indian butter, but it is butter.
Yeah, just stronger,
Yeah.
more potent, basically.
It's just like paneer is a cheese, but it's just an Indian version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. This is delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah. So for those people that are kind of wondering when to come by to try out your Indian food, when's a good time?
Well, Sherry, the owner of the restaurant, she actually posts everything on a daily basis. So
Yeah.
it just depends on what we're making. She'll post it.
So if you go to facebook.com/thepoint, probably catch a can. We'll probably do
The
that.
Point Art
Point
Gallery
Catch a Can.
Cafe.
Yeah. You can find them, find out what they're making. I've been watching your guys' like food photos, and everything looks delicious. So
Yes.
Yeah.
We like to hear that.
awesome. Well, cheers. Thank you. Like I'll just eat all this by myself.
So I am going to make a pot of chai from scratch. I'm using organic chai, this brand, It's a black tea. And then this is a chai masala. It intensifies the flavor.
Gives it the spice.
Yeah, and this is ground cardamom. This is whole cardamom. And this is black peppercorns. This is what gives the chai a spicy tone to it. So I'm gonna add pods of cardamom into the water and let the water infuse with the cardamom. I'm also going to add some peppercorns. And this is the chai tea. This blend actually already has everything, but I like to add the fresh cardamom because it's one of my favorite ingredients. So this actually have cloves in it. And I just kind of eyeball everything. I hate baking because I don't measure. I just eyeball everything. And this is one of my favorite ingredients, the cardamom powder that I blended. Indians believe if you have a spice, use it. So it's almost gonna look like black tea, but an Indian version. I add brown sugar to the chai tea because the brown sugar actually intensifies the flavor. And we believe that adding the sugar while the chai tea is cooking, that is what gives it the best flavor. You can use any type of brown sugar. It may seem like a lot, but it's not, because it have all the spices to counterbalance the sugar and the spice. I finished it off with cardamom. Cardamom is very floral, and we use it especially in chai tea. It's very traditional to use cardamom, whether it's the ground cardamom or the whole cardamom. And Jacob, this one is for you.
Well, thank you so very much.
We also believe that when you hold a cup, it's a tradition. When you hold a cup with both hands and you serve someone, it's like a big respect.
Thank you very much.
So this one is for you, Felix.
Thank you.
Enjoy. And this one is for me.
Yeah.
It's so nice to meet new friends, new people, nice people.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Felix. I'm lazy.
Cheers.
Cheers, Felix.
That was good.
So now you know how to make a chai tea. I gave you my recipe.
Oh my gosh. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, secret recipe.
Yeah.
So Lisa, for those people that are wanting to make this chai tea at home, where do they get these ingredients?
So you can use an alternative to this brand, which is Assam Gold. And this is actually what the leaves look like. And you can also get them available in different sizes. So you can get it at the Point Cafe, right here, the Point Cafe.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Well, this is delicious. So yeah, the Lisa special chai. This is.
And we have customers who come in sometimes and they'll be like, can you make me a chai on the spot? And we do it for our customers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like being at home. Well, cheers, Lisa.
Yeah,
Thanks for
cheers
making
to
this.
all of you.
Yeah.
Cheers.